Alright, and it begins day one on Grandma's farm. It's a beautiful September morning, so let's just take a stroll around and see what we got to work with. Now I saw a big old harvester out here in the field on the drive into the place. Guess let's go investigate that first. Make sure everything's working and all that jazz. Oh yeah, seems to be fine. Okay, we'll leave that there for now because one of the main objectives for today will be harvesting these canola fields we have. See what kind of money we can make from that. And a plow. Good. Make new fields. Tear up everything that's already here. Obviously we have a trailer for hauling grain and whatnot. So, house. Gonna have to build a new one. Be one of our goals for the future. We obviously don't have the money for that right now, as I am playing this as kind of like a survival challenge. Kind of my own rule set. I'm calling it like the inheritance survival. So it's not starting with no money. Let's just say that's what I had when I arrived. And things I can't do, I cannot hire AI workers, and I cannot rent equipment. All that is banned. I can do contract work, but under the limit of I have to have the tools already or the machinery already to be able to complete the job. I can't rent it for that. I can't borrow anything. I have to use everything that I have and just, kind of bring this whole farm back to life. Now, I know I saw something poking out of the bushes over here. So we got an old tractor. Get this up out of here. Old Fiat 402. Get out this way. I don't know if I can actually get... Yes, there's enough room to fit the tractor through. Oh, isn't this thing just a beauty, though? Get a better look at it. Oh, there's just something charming about these old tractors. Just from a simpler time before all the fancy machinery that we have now. So, let's just go ahead and get this parked over here in the shed for later use. All right. And down here we have a pen for cows, cow pasture. Alright, so I guess we'll be doing cows at some point in the future. So, over on this side, this is my neighbor. I don't own anything like this. Nothing over there is mine. Can't touch it. Maybe eventually we'll buy out that property and expand over there. But for today, as I said, main goal, to get this field harvested. So, go ahead and get started with that. Oop, wrong button. Up the controls for this thing, and I guess we'll just start right here. Oh. That on the harvester, and away we go at the giddying speeds of 5 miles an hour. Boy, am I glad these fields are not very big, because I feel like this would take a very long time with this old harvester. I think we're going to start by focusing on this main big field first, and then we'll come through and clean that one out. Might turn that one into a field of just grass. And bale that up, make silage out of it. In the future, use it for feeding the cows, that we can have around. I think this field will be our main crop field. That's what I'm going to put into it next. Not entirely sure. Maybe I'll stick with canola. Maybe I'll do something else. Maybe wheat, barley, soybeans. I don't really know as of yet. Figure that out when the time comes. This map is beautiful as well. called Rennebu, I believe, and it is the one that Daggerwind is using. That's actually where I learned about this map, and a huge inspiration for me wanting to try to do one of these survival challenges, as I kind of started binge watching all of his videos. And let me tell you, this map is absolutely gigantic. Like all those roads you see over there on the hills there on the right, yeah, we can, pretty sure we can drive on those. I think it's one of those maps where if you can see it, you can go to it. And it's quite the trek to get back to town. I'm actually pretty far out. And actually, if Daggerwind was in the same map, we would actually be neighbors. His fields are actually just up the hill behind this farm here. Somewhere up over there. Just seeing how long it takes him to get back and forth to town has given me all the information that I need to know about how long these trips are going to take. But, I think I might turn this into a quick time lapse. This done and out of the way. Curious to see how much money we make from this. And in that regard, for money, for the economy, I do have it set to easy. This is my first time really playing this game, like, seriously, as it's meant to be played. I've just kind of gone on and messed around, as people do. So yeah, for the sake of that, I'm giving myself an easy start for my first challenge in Farm Sim. So first full load of canola. Looks like it's going to hold about 4,000 liters altogether. Curious to know how much that trailer holds. Should be big enough to hold everything that I have in the harvester at the moment. Okay. Stop that. Leave it here. We'll hop out and go grab the tractor. The trailer on over. Top speed on this thing is going to make driving to town take quite some time. Oh. There we go. Immediately crashing the tractor. Fire it right there. Alright, back over into the harvester. Okay, so line up properly. I'm not. Back over to the tractor. Out of here. There we go. A little bit of an unorthodox route, but it worked, I think. Starts unloading automatically. There we go. Okay. We'll empty this in, see where we're at with the trailer, and we'll go from there. Might just run it straight to town, unless it's like less than half full. 59%. Okay, so yes, we will be taking this right straight into town, and it'll be a nice opportunity to show off the map a little bit. Like I said, this is a very, very pretty map. It apparently took the guy who made it, or people, I don't know if it was one person, like 3 years to make this. And just based on what I'm seeing, yeah, I can believe that it took that long. It's like, just to show you how big it is, this is the map. Like, this is where we are, and I believe up here is where we're going. Might not look like much, but it's quite the journey. And with a top speed of 17 miles an hour, assuming this tractor can reach that with canola on it, looks like it's going to be able to. Yep, it can. Going to take several minutes. I don't know if I'm going to do just like a jump cut and quickly be there, or set this up as a time lapse. We'll see, which I feel like doing when it comes time to edit. Thinking time lapse. Again, I want to go off the map a little bit, at least for the first trip and occasional ones in the future. But it's a long drive. Oh boy, we have a traffic jam. Just going to go right around that. But we're almost to where we need to be. The big yellow building you see there in the distance is the selling point for the canola. We take like all different kinds of grains over here. That was quite the drive. It's been a good 5-6 minutes at this speed. Well, at least the map is pretty. Good for sightseeing. Nice leisurely cruise. Alright, let's pull right up in here and see how much money we make. Excited. Because I didn't actually take the time to stop and look to see how much canola is currently selling for. So, here we go. Not bad, not bad. Well, $6,500 worth. I'll take it. We still got more to do. But between that and what I have left at the farm, might be more around $14,000, $15,000 in the bank after our first harvest, which is good because we don't have a planter currently. We have nothing to put down seeds with. We have nothing to fertilize with. Well, Grandma did not leave anything like that to us in her will on the property. So that's going to be our first purchase, and then we'll see what kind of crop I decide to put in. But yeah, time for the long drive back, and I'm not going to make you sit through this one. Just be a jump cut to arriving back on the farm. Alright, so we're finally back at the farm. Wow, that took a while. So I'm just going to leave this tractor right here. That'll be nice and convenient for next load. Alright, and we're off yet again. Hopefully, I can fit the rest of this field and the other one into this full load. Only have to make 2 trips down, because that's, I think that's about all I can actually handle. I might start pulling that trailer with the truck, because the truck is much faster than the tractor. Oh, I think that was about, yeah, it was a good 15 minutes. Round trip for that one load. So, I don't know if that puts it in perspective how big this map is or not, but that's a long time to be driving in a video game on a map. 15 minutes. Like, I don't think it even takes that long to get across the GTA 5 map, and that one's pretty big itself, so I don't know the exact distance on this one. I think Daggerwind said it's like 8 kilometers or something like that, which I guess is pretty large for a farm sim map, because most of the other ones you can get around pretty quickly. But this one, nope. Such a relaxing game. Not much excitement, not many crazy things going on. Nobody shooting at ya. Alright, so on my final few passes on this secondary field, with the exception of a couple of spots I missed on the big field, and yes, it looks like the harvester has enough space to do these fields in 2 runs, which I am a-okay with that. Only 2 trips to town, sell all the grain, canola. Let's move this right here, get that open, and run over and grab the tractor. Alright, so we get this filled up. We'll detach the tractor and go and grab the truck. All this in for our second round of selling. Maybe not try getting into the harvester through, well, harvester everything. Doesn't seem like a very good idea. Probably not very safe. Alright, so yeah, we'll get this filled up, grab the truck, run to town, see how much money we're gonna make, and start looking at feeders. Hoping I can find one that's like a 2-in-1 type deal where it'll cultivate as well. Because otherwise we're gonna have to get a cultivator. And I don't know how much those things cost either. So, come on, you can make it up this little hill. Let's go. I also hope that this tractor is going to be able to pull feeder. Another concern that I have is this thing's just not going to be powerful enough to get the job done. Which, you know, that could be a problem. And if it can, while being underpowered, it'll still do the job, it'll just be really, really slow at doing it. Oh. Alright. And if we go to town, once again, I will catch up with you when we arrive at the selling point. Alright, so we're pulling up to the sell point, and yes, using the truck is a fantastic idea. Turn on cruise control, roll along at 35 miles an hour, and get here in a couple minutes. It's fantastic. But yeah, I don't think I'll be using the tractor to run things to town, now that I know I don't have to. Alright, let's see, how much we're gonna get. I'm thinking around 14,000 altogether. Oh, less than I thought. $12,800 in the bank. Means we got, what are you, like 11,000 and something altogether, since I started with 900 in the bank. Not too shabby. That should be good enough to hopefully get us a cedar. So I'm gonna pull over, pop open the shop here and see what kind of have. Trailers, and we don't want planters, cedars. Ooh, these are pricey. Anything cheap in here? I know I've got some mods in here. This one. Ooh. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. That'll save us money not having to get a cultivator. We already got a plow, so we're not worried about that. But it requires 60 horsepower. I don't think my tractor has that much horsepower. Let's focus here. Small tractor. Yeah, it's got 40 horsepower. So it's gonna be interesting. It should be able to do it. It's just gonna be really slow about it. And we fortunately don't have any hills to deal with pulling this thing around, so that will help. So yeah, I think I'll stick with the standard. I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to get that. And I guess while I'm here, since I'm going to be going to town, probably get some seeds of mod versions that are like really cheap. I don't think these are going to be big enough to go anywhere. Alright, well, I guess we'll do 2 bags. Bags will be enough. Okay. The downside to all of this is I'm going to have to drive tractor to the shop to get the cedar. So, not looking forward to that. But you do what you gotta do, I guess. And I might end up turning off the traffic because they keep getting jammed up over here for some reason. And I'm not entirely sure why. But I'm going to be traveling through here quite often. I really don't want to have to keep bouncing across the lumps and stuff over there. Because they just throw everything around. And a bit of a nuisance. So yeah, next episode, there's probably not going to be any traffic. And I've also got to fix some graphic settings. I have noticed a little bit of frame rate stutters going on from time to time. So, yeah. We'll meet you over at the shop to pick up the seeds at the very least, and then go ahead and off and grab the tractor. And, oh, you can fit. Come on. Or don't. But yeah, I will see you at the shop. Alright, so we're at the shop. We got our seeds there, we got our cedar there, and now it's a bit larger than I thought it was going to be. I hope my tractor can pull it. I really do. So I'm going to now attempt to use the store's forklift over there to put these seeds into the back of my truck. There we go. Okay. Stop. Alright, let's go put this back, and, I don't know why I unhooked the trailer. Just take that back with me on the truck, and come back with the tractor or the heater. Although I probably could have just loaded the seeds right into there and saved myself the hassle of putting them in the back of the truck. But too late for that now. So I'm going to live with the consequences of my poor decision making and head back to farm. Seed. Drop it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Just realized I forgot. Yep, back I go for that. Oh, sorry, car. Alright, so here we are. We're back at the shop. Pick up the seeder. And hope, pray, this old, underpowered little tractor actually use this thing so it can pull it while it's not in use. That's not a problem. It's just, can it use it as it's meant to be used? It's a tool. Will it function? Wow, this thing's wide. We don't have any bridges to cross. I don't know if I'd fit, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, so begins another very long, uninspiring, uneventful drive back to the farm. Alright, so we're pulling back up to the farm yet again. And I'm hoping I can just refill the seeds, this thing, from the bed of the truck. Because, like I said, I don't know what get them out of the back of that. Otherwise, I can't. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. If I park close enough. Be able to not crash into the truck. I still ended up crashing it. But, you know, whatever. Filling? Yes. That's actually amazing. So those seeds can stay right there. And right up. I think this side is meant for fertilizer. Yep. So we can't do anything with that. But alright. Let's see. Okay. See if this tractor is capable of pulling heater. Having it function. So go ahead and lower it. We're gonna do oats. So right, well, it looks like it can. So I will go ahead and get this filled, seeded, and I think that'll be episode 10. Next one, we will probably do some contract work. Get some sleep, do some contract work, get some money together. More equipment. Maybe I might invest immediately into a better tractor. I can't sell this one. It is against the rules. It's forbidden by my dear grandmama. We'll be keeping it. And I'm sure I can find some uses for it in the future. I don't know what those uses would be. Maybe just running things around on the farm itself. Just too slow to drive to town and back. So, I don't know. We'll see what we end up doing with it. What we end up having for work. Or hopefully there's some harvesting contracts, because that's really all I can do. Come on. Going. There we go. Yeah, definitely gonna need a more powerful tractor very, very soon. So, go ahead and throw this into one more time lapse, and I will check with you when it's done. We round off the episode. up on the last few passes around the field, and it will be fully seeded. Oops. I don't know if I said or I did plant in the oats this time around. I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't make more off from it. But that's why it's something different. To finish this last little strip here. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but OBS has decided to crap out on me twice now in the last few minutes. Not sure what that's all about. I'm sure it's fine. Big deal at all. Or I won't end up tearing my hair out trying to figure out what the problem is. But before I can do it again, go ahead and get the seeder and the tractor parked. But yeah, the second field over there. If anyone has any suggestions on what I should plant in it, no. I have made no decisions. Nobody suggests anything, that something. Go with it. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Talk to y'all later.